تو کلاس منتظره زنگ تفریح میشینم تا که این زنگ بخوره تو حیات تو رو ببینم وای تو حیات تو رو ببینم سر زنگ هندسه میگم این درسا بسه کاش که این زنگ بخوره دل به دل دار برسه دلی به دل دار برسه دل به دل داری برسه دل به دل دار برسه مبصر کلاس منم سر زنگ عاشقی تو کویر سینه‌ام تو گل شقایقی وای تو گل شقایقی وقتی از در تو میای تنبل کلاس میشم سر امتحانش گیج و بی حواس میشم من گیج و بی حواس میشم خوب دست منو خوندی منو بدجوری سوزوندی منو مثل یه برده کجاها که نکشوندی خوب دست منو خوندی بیا منو بدجوری سوزوندی منو مثل یه برده کجاها که نکشوندی داره 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 داره. سلام، من علیرضام، استاد زبان فارسی شما و امروز قراره باز هم فارسی یاد بگیریم. Hello, I'm your Persian teacher, Alireza, and today we are going to learn Persian. What a surprise, I know. Now, let's get to it. Okay, first off, let's do a quick review of what we have learned from the last part. Last part, we learned lesson 10 and 11. Lesson 10 was flying and forest, or Parrot و جنگل. In flying, we learned about things that can fly and words with P. P was like P. In jungle, we learned about forests, sarsabs, very green, and all that. In the next one, in lesson 11, we learned about snow and a snowman, and a school kifa kafsh. And then we learned about tree, the rabbit, khargoosh, grasshopper, branch, and all that. Last part was mostly about learning new words and subjects, and we had a little poem about school kids. Now, lesson 12 and 13 that we are going to learn today are basically the same as 10 and 11 that we have learned in the past part. We're just going to learn more words and more sentences in Persian. And of course, we're going to learn more syllables because that is the objective that we're going for in these videos, that you should learn about more syllables and you're going to be able to read Persian. So now, lesson 12 or درس 12 همکاری. Now if you remember, kar meant work. Now ham, when we say it with kar and add a ye and it becomes hamkari, it means working together, helping each other, assisting each other. And as you can see, Azadeh is working with his family or his mom and dad. So we're going to learn about this lesson syllable. Q. Q is one of those syllables that is harder even than kh for especially Europeans and people that don't have Q in their language, of course. It's hard to find the equivalent for it, but we use G and H in English. When you want to say something with Q in English, we say G and H, like قرمه sabzi. Use this. And I guess you can say it, let me think a bit. Any English word with Q? No, not really. You just have to learn how to say it. If I wanted to say, I would say It's also a word that comes from the depths of your throat. You don't make the sound with your tongue like other syllables that you're used to probably. In Persian, like kh and q, these are syllables that come from the depths of your throat, your neck. qa, 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 qe, 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 qe. You see? قايق, 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 قايق. So you have to try and pronounce it correctly. مثلا, let's say these words. For example, قاشق, قاشق, قاشق. قاشق is a spoon, as you can see. بشقاب, بشقاب, بشقاب. بشقاب is plate. چاقو, چاقو, چاقو. چاقو is knife. قوری, قوری. Try to repeat after me when I say it. قوری, قوری. قوری is teapot. Teapot, the thing we use to make tea with. Teapot. Next one is قندان. قندان. Or more commonly we would say قندون. قندون. قندون is sugar holder. Something like that. It's just, and قندان is a small bowl we use to put sugar inside. Or not sugar, but cubic and solid sugar, not powder sugar. Maybe even powder sugar, but that wouldn't be قندان. That would be شکردون. Because powdered sugar would be شکر. قند is like cubic and solid sugar, which I didn't find an English equivalent to teach you with, because you guys don't really have it any different. You guys call this sugar, and you also call the powder sugar. So they're both the same. But in Persian, it's different. If it's solid, it is qand. If it's powder, it is shekar. So the place or the bowl we use to pour some solid sugar inside is qandan. And we eat those sugars with chai or tea, which I'm not really a big chai fan, unlike other Persians. I eat it sometimes when I'm, sick and I want my throat to be more warm, but not really. I guess that doesn't really make me much of an Asian. But yeah, not everybody likes chai as a Persian, that's not everyone. Now, these were some examples for you to learn how to say قه or قا 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 قه 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 قاشق بشقاب چاقو قوری قندان یا قندون. You have to practice. Practice makes everything perfect. And try to make the sound out of here. قه 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 قه. If you can make this noise, you can, gradually get to this. قه. Now, let's get to the sentences. آزاده قندان را پر از قند می کند. Now, just as I explained what is قند and what is شکر, right? آزاده is filling. آزاده قند را پر از قند می کند. آزاده قندان. قندان was the bowl we used to fill sugar in, put sugar inside, or aka cubic sugar or solid sugar. Now, آزاده قندان را پر از قند می کند. را پر از قند. پر means filled. Filled or fill. Something filled with something. پر از یه چیزی. پر کردن. Filling. As قند. Now, even though till now we would have translated as into from, but in this context it means آزاده is filling the sugar holder or قندون with قند. So as here means with, even though we are not using ba. Ba used to mean with. I don't know if I said it before or not, but I probably said it because it is very common. So with would be ba. But in this context, as also means ba, because we are saying she's filling this from or with this material, and we use as for this. So آزاده قندان را پر از قند می کند. She's filling the قندان with قند. می کندم meant doing. So پر کردن، پر می کند، پر از قند می کند. The verb here is پر می کند. But between پر and می کند, we are seeing as قند. Because like I said, unlike English, the verbs aren't coming in middle of the sentence. They come at the end. And this one, the verb, even though is می کند, technically, but it doesn't mean doing. پر کردن is what she is doing. So the verb would specifically mean پر کردن or is پر کردن. آزاده قندان را پر از قند می کند. So she's filling the قندان with قند or canned sugar. Now let's get to the next sentence. مادر قاشق و بشقاب را می شوید. Now this one is a lot simpler to explain. مادر is mother. قاشق was a spoon. بشقاب was plate. Ra meant the, right? So mother is doing the spoons and the plates. Now, what is she doing? میشوید is cleaning. So the mother is cleaning the spoons and the plates, or she's just doing the dishes simply. But میشوید is cleaning or washing. So she is cleaning, or better to say, washing the dishes or washing the plates and the spoons, specifically in this sentence. So مادر قاشق و بشقاب را میشوید. مادر قاشق و بشقاب را میشوید. Now, next sentence. پدر قوری و استکان را به اتاق میبرد. پدر means the father. قوری was the teapot. استکان is not mentioned in these words, and we haven't learned it yet, so I have to teach you. استکان is some kind of cups or tea holders that are very elegant and only used in parties and family gatherings, of course. So we call them استکان because they are small and they are mostly or only used for tea or coffee. So yeah, but mostly for tea, because Persians usually just drink tea in their parties, not coffee. So maybe somebody has coffee and they might pour it. Of course, we don't really have rules that you only should, drink this and this, but I'm saying usually we drink tea, of course. So the father is قوری or teapot and cups. Just learn them as cups. را به اتاق میبرد. را به اتاق میبرد. اتاق was room. را به میبرد. میبرد means taking away. In this context, the father, as you can see, is holding the teapots and the cups in his hands and taking it away or getting it to the most likely their guests. So he's taking it away. He's not taking anything away from anybody, but it's a verb used to say somebody is taking something to another place. So he's taking it to another place. So he's taking it away. میبرد. میبرد. از اتاق میبرد بیرون. از را به اتاق میرود. Is taking it to the room. Taking him to the room. So the father is taking the teapot and the cups into the room. پدر قوری و استکان را به اتاق میبرد. پدر قوری و استکان را به اتاق میبرد. به اتاق میبرد would be our verb here. He's taking it to the room. Taking it to the room. There is را and to is به. To the room. را به اتاق میبرد. Now, let's read the sentences again. آزاده قندان را پر از قند می کند. مادر قاشق و بشقاب را می شوید. پدر قوری و استکان را به اتاق می برد. Now let's get to the next lesson. This lesson is goal. Goal. Have you watched football before? And have you seen goal? Yes, that's goal. Exactly that's goal. But in this context, it doesn't mean the goal or the point in football. It means flower. Yes, flower. Flower in Persian is gol. And this lesson's syllable is le. 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 And we also write it like this when we want to connect it to something, like lale. Lale. Which lale is also a kind of gol. Anyways, what is the closest thing we can say le is like? Le is like L. And it also really looks like one, right? It's like if you flipped L and gave it a bit of dip and dips and became more like an umbrella. So yeah, it's le. It also sounds like L. So I feel like it's easy to say. Just le. Instead of L, just say le, le. But, you know, the thing is, don't try to sound robotic. Try to be expressive when you are speaking Persian. So you say le, le, le. مثل لانه لانه یا بلبل بلبل یا گل گل. So لانه بلبل و گل. So now what do they mean? لانه is nest. As you can see, this bird is in its nest. So it is lane. Lane. We call it lane. Bulbul. Bulbul is a kind of bird, of course. Now this guy is also a kind of bird that doesn't let me record my videos. You see him? It's called a parrot, or as we call it, what do we call it? I forgot. What do we call you? Asal. We call it asal or honey. Ow, doesn't let me record my videos. I guess it also wants to be in, so you're gonna record my video with my buddy here because it doesn't let me record. It's keep on making noises. So yeah, bulbul in English is bubble. Bubble. It's a kind of bird. So yeah, bulbul or bubble. Who cares? But bulbul is commonly used in poems and all that. And yeah, it is rude to, have your back at the guests. Come on now. What is this? Yeah, turn around. Oh, yes! Good girl. Good girl. So, yeah. Now let's get to the sentences. We have Bahar آمد. گل آمد. Bahar آمد. گل آمد. Bahar is the season of spring. A spring. Bahar آمد. آمد meant came. Do you remember that? So the spring came. گل آمد. گل was flower. So the spring came and then flower came. Very simple. بلبل آمد. گل لبخند زد. بلبل آمد. The bubble came. گل لبخند زد. Flower. لبخند زد. لبخند زد means it smiled. Labkhand is a smile, and zad is the verb we add to a smile that would mean smiling. So the flower smiled. The bubble came and the flower smiled. بلبل آمد گل لبخند زد. بلبل سلام کرد. بلبل کنار گل لانه ساخت. بلبل سلام کرد. Now this is also a common thing we use. بلبل سلام کرد. Salam means hello. Salam kardan or saying hello is something we use. We say somebody said hello. So بلبل said hello. سلام کرد. بلبل کنار گل لانه ساخت. Now کنار meant next to. Next to the flower. کنار گل لانه ساخت. ساخت meant building or means building. I don't know if I said it before or not. So گل لانه ساخت. بلبل کنار گل لانه ساخت. The bubble made a nest next to the flower. بلبل کنار گل لانه ساخت. Now let's say all of them again from the scratch. بهار آمد گل آمد. بلبل آمد گل لبخند زد. بلبل سلام کرد. بلبل کنار گل لانه ساخت. That was for this lesson. Now we get to the next one. Are you cozying up, buddy? I assume very cozy. Oh, we get to lesson 13. Naranj va berenj. Berenj means rice. And naranj is naranja. Or orange. More simple. Right? This lesson syllable is J. J. J is like J and G. Something, between them. Or it's just both of them at the same time. J. J is like J or G. Now let's read the words, and of course there are even more birds to learn the name of. But this one is Juje. Juje is baby bird. We call baby birds Juje. And also Juje is a food. You're gonna learn that in the future. Anyways, Juje means baby birds. We call them Juje. Any bird's baby is Juje. It could be Juje ordak, Juje gonjeshk, Juje laklak, anything, any bird. Now, gonjeshk. Gonjeshk. We learned that before. Gonjeshk was a sparrow, like the Jack Sparrow. Have you seen the Pirate movie that Johnny Depp was the main character in? In English, his name was Jack Sparrow, right? And the sparrow is Gonjeshk. So in Persian, the dub, they called him Jack Gonjishke. Jack Gonjishke. Jack Sparrow in English and Jack Gonjishke in Persian. Yes, very on brand with my own, parrot on my shoulder. Oh, and we also call them Tuti. I just remembered. Tuti. Yes, if you're wondering what is this guy. You spit there? Okay. Now, naranj. Naranj is orange. That's it, naranj. Berenj. Berenj. Berenj is rice. We really eat it a lot, nearly every day. Yes. Come on now, it's not cool. Turn it around. Turn it around. Turn it around. Now let's get to the sentences here. اینجا شالیزار است. In means this. اینجا means this place or here. Shalizar is a land we use to grow rice or berenj, and we call them Shalizar. They are different from other lands we use to, agriculture different kind of seeds or food. Because in Shalizar, there are waters, right? So you can put the rice inside and they would grow from the water. And because of that, they're called Shalizar. The name is different. Now, is it important for you to learn this? I don't think it is important. I feel like there are better words that you can put your time on and learn. So, go for it if you're a tryhard. So, اینجا شالیزار است. مردان و زنان در شالیزار برنج می‌کارند. مردان و زنان. You know that, right? مردان, men, زنان, women. در شالیزار, in the شالیزار, برنج میکارند. میکارند means they are planting. So, مردان و زنان are planting something. And of course, that is برنج. So, مردان و زنان برنج میکارند در شالیزار. مردان و زنان در شالیزار برنج میکارند. So it is saying men and women are planting rice in the شالیزار. مردان و زنان در شالیزار برنج میکارند. Or برنج میکارند. We kind of dropped it there if you're talking naturally. زیر درخت نارنج 3 جوجه و 5 گنجشک بازی میکنند. زیر درخت نارنج 3 جوجه و 5 گنجشک بازی میکنند. زیر meant under. درخت was tree, so under the tree. نارنج. Now it is saying the درخت نارنج. Remember, see, it is even writing down the e. Remember what I've teach you before? درخت نارنج. So it is the orange tree. The orange tree. Under the orange tree, 3 جوجه. 3 جوجه. 3 was 3. جوجه meant just جوجه. Mostly we refer to as chickens kids to جوجه. So 3 جوجه is probably chickens children. So 3 جوجه و 5 گنجشک. 5 is 5. And we write down 5 like this, or in English 5. And gonjeshk is a sparrow. بازی میکنند. بازی means game. And doing a game means playing a game. So, under the orange tree, 3 جوجه or 3 جوجه and 5 sparrows are playing. زیر درخت نارنج 3 جوجه و 5 گنجشک بازی می کنند. شالیزار زیبا و دیدنی است. شالیزار زیبا و دیدنی است. شالیزار is شالیزار. زیبا is beautiful. And دیدنی means really lookable. Yeah, it doesn't really have an English equivalent, but why we would say something is lookable, we mean it is really beautiful that you should definitely see, or you can't just get enough of it as much, no matter how much you see it, you just can't get enough. So we call them didani or lookable. So yeah, the Shalizar is beautiful and very lookable. Significant or spectacular. شالیزار زیبا و دیدنی است. Now, next lesson is خروس خوش‌آواز. خروس خوش‌آواز means the rooster that can sing really well. خوش usually means or always means good. آواز is sing or song. And خوش‌آواز or someone that can sing really good, and the rooster that can sing really good is خروس خوش‌آواز. So the rooster can sing really good. Ow! Look at this strings did go. Just let it go! Work! No. Jesus Christ. It's dancing. It's dancing. Look at him. Ow! بسم الله من الشیطان الرجیم بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. Calm down, boy. Okay, sorry. Sheesh. Oh my god. Please get out of my neck. Please, pull God. Fudge. Now this listened syllable is O. O. Remember A and E in A, E, O. A, E, O. This is the O. We are finally learning it. As you can see, it has two forms. It's either on a syllable like a vowel, like this, or like this, or it is a single use vowel of itself like this, which is exactly like V. Like I said, V is V and O at the same time. It just depends on where you're going to use it. So yeah. This listen syllable, even though it looks like V, it's actually O. And it's not U, because U was U, like you. It is O. It's like O. Okay, that is the difference. Now, خورشید. خورشید. خورشید is the sun. خورشید is the sun. دو. Do, the number 2. Do. And nok. Nok. Nok is this. Do you see this? Yes. This is nok. This part of the bird, or this black part of my asal or my honey, is bird. This thing that it is trying to use and bite me with, it is nok. 2 روز پیش پدر بزرگ برای امیر یک خروس خوش‌آواز خرید. وقتی که خورشید زمین را روشن کرد، امین برای خروس خود دانه ریخت. خروس به زمین نک زد و دانه را خورد. 2 روز پیش. دو is 2. روز is day. And پیش is before. So 2 روز پیش is 2 days before. پدر بزرگ. پدر بزرگ is like مادر بزرگ, but it is پدر بزرگ. So it is grandpa. پدر بزرگ برای امیر. Amir is a name and it's probably the name of this boy, and پدر بزرگ is probably this guy. So پدر بزرگ برای امیر. برای was for. So پدر بزرگ for امیر. یک خروس خوش آواز خرید. یک is one. خروش خوش آواز, which I said is a rooster that can sing really good, or is a good singer, is what it's saying. خرید. Kharid means bought. Kharidan means buying. So yeah. 2 روز پیش, 2 days ago, پدر بزرگ برای امیر یک خروس خوش‌آواز خرید. The grandpa bought a good singing rooster for Amir. Yeah. Translating Persian things into English is a hell. وقتی که خورشید زمین را روشن کرد, امیر برای خروس خود دانه. وقتی means when. وقتی که also means when. خورشید زمین را روشن کرد. خورشید means the sun. زمین means the earth. روشن کرد means to light up. So the sun lit up the earth. The earth. Remember, Ra is D in English. So the sun lit up the earth. Or it's brightened the earth. امیر برای خروس خود دانه ریخت. امیر for rooster, خود. خود means auto or self. So خروس خود see the e, خروس خود means it's rooster or its own rooster. So Amir for its own rooster دانه ریخت. ریخت means falling or just pouring down. So dane rikh means it poured down some seeds into the ground. Dane is seed or seeds. So Amir برای خروس خود دانه ریخت. Amir poured some seeds for its own rooster. وقتی که خورشید زمین را روشن کرد, when the sun brightened the earth or زمین, the ground. امیر برای خروس خود دانه ریخت. امیر poured seed for his own rooster. خروس به زمین نوک زد و دانه را خورد. خروس is rooster, as we can know. God damn it, stop. به زمین means to the ground. نوک زد. Now نوک زدن is a verb and it is calling to the action of roosters or chickens patting their head into the ground to eat something. نوک زدن اینجوری نوک میزنن به زمین to eat something when they are patting their head or putting their head on the ground or just tapping their head on the ground or their نوک more specifically on the ground and eating something. We call that نوک زدن. زدن means tapping or hitting. So they are hitting their nok, right? So they are hitting their nok to the ground. So that is the verb. They are hitting their nok to the ground. به زمین نوک زد و دانه را خورد. And ate, خورد meant ate. دانه meant said. So it ate the seed. خروس به زمین نوک زد و دانه را خورد. The rooster tapped its nok to the ground and ate the seed. Now on the subject of eating, this ببین و بگو is showing what different things or people would eat. In this picture we are seeing a bird نوک میزنه به زمین و دانه میخوره. این پرنده نوک میزنه به زمین و دانه میخوره. توی اینجا میبینیم که یه آدم داره غذا میخوره. اینجا میبینیم که یه شیر داره گوشت میخوره و اینجا میبینیم که گوسفند داره سبزی میخوره. Go figure out what I just said because I want you to learn how to translate things yourself and because this guy is going to tear my clothes off. So yeah, and also do the homework on lesson 12 and 11. Yeah, 12 and 11 or 11 or 12. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this as much as I did. God damn it. Okay, bye.